Hey, what's up? So this is gonna be my Meps 2020 experience video. So my name is Ron Felicitas. I went to Meps July 30th, not July 30th, July 13th. So it's been quite a while now. I just wanted to make a video explaining what I experienced. I just want to be honest. Meps was not that bad. I was watching other Meps experience videos. I was getting so paranoid. For me, well, I'm here in San Diego, so I went to the San Diego Meps, and it wasn't that bad. Not like with other experience videos, it wasn't that bad, but it was long as fuck. It was super long. I was there from like around 6 to 3 in the afternoon. It was pretty damn long, but it was worth it. I'm gonna tell you guys now, it's worth it. So my recruiter was telling us to get there as early as possible. We lived in the area, so we didn't have to go to the hotel. So I just drove up there. It's like a 30-minute drive. I live down here, like in southeast of San Diego, and then we had to go to the hotel first to get our temperature checked. So yeah, after we got our temperature checked, I drove up to the Meps. It was so close, so I waited there for a couple hours, like a few hours, like 1 or 2 hours. So when the bus arrived from the hotel, what's it called? This I think it's like the head leader at the Mep station. He's like super fobbish Filipino. I was like, his accent was so funny. He told everybody to form a line with there's 3 groups: test takers, medical screenings, and shippers. There was just one shipper that wore shorts, and then the guy went off on him. It was so funny. He had a thick ass accent. Man, it was so funny. And yeah, it was pretty much it. So we walked through the entrance. It was already I've already been to Meps before, so I already took my fingerprints and pictures and stuff. So I took my fingerprints, went to the Navy office, talked with a liaison, and then I was told to go to this room for the medical screening. So when the first part, it's your blood pressure. I don't know with other Meps, but at the San Diego Meps, they took our blood pressures first, and then after that, we had a little brief on what's gonna happen today, on what's gonna happen that day, and yeah, so on and so forth, and what we were gonna expect. It was about an hour and a half of briefing. It was pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie. Just 1 hour. And then after that, we took our breathalyzer test. We had it's a blow hard, really hard, and then yeah, that was the second part. And then we went to the rest of the medical screenings. So the one that I took after the breathalyzer, I went to the hearing test. I don't know if I have a big head, but those the headphones that they give you, it was so tight. It hurt. We were in there for like a few minutes. I don't remember how long it was, but it felt pretty long. I don't know if I was hearing noises or whatever. I couldn't hear. I was just like, I thought I just heard something. I just pressed the button the whole time. Like, it was quiet. We were like in a soundproof room, and I don't know, like, if I was either my breathing, I couldn't hear. All I heard was my breathing, so it was pretty hard. It was like really hard to hear the noises. But surprisingly, I passed. And then the next test I took was the vision test. I took it like 3 attempts because my far side I couldn't see that well with my right eye. So I took like 3 attempts on the test, and it wasn't that I passed. And then yeah, it's not that bad for the past for the couple of tests. And then the next one that I took was the blood test. Like I was like, that's like one of my fears. I don't like getting my blood or getting I don't mind getting like vaccines and stuff, but when getting my blood drawn, I hate getting my blood drawn. Just like I hate when it sticks in there, I'm gonna just look away. And then when the doctor was there, I was like, don't be a bitch, don't be a bitch, don't be a bitch. It stuck it. Wasn't that bad. Just a few seconds, and yeah, mark that off. Then you get a sticker, and you get checked off. I remember, I think there was like 7 tests, 7 screenings. Okay, after that, Oh man, this one was whack. The urine test. The first time I did the urine test, the dude was just standing there. Well, someone had to watch you while you were peeing. Like, oh, I couldn't do it. It was just so awkward. And the dude was like, the dude at the front desk was like, yeah, it's gonna get pretty awkward in there. It was pretty awkward. I couldn't urinate the first time. So they told us to go in the hall, drink water from the water fountain, and walk in laps. I don't know why. And then I think I waited like 8 minutes. I just said fuck it. I just did it again. And then I ended up peeing. So finally passed that part. Like, man, it was so awkward. And then next. Okay, you're done with those parts. So it's blood pressure, breathalyzer, hearing, vision, blood test, and then urinate. Okay, that's 6. And the 7th one, we talk. You go into his office with a doctor, and he just asks you a few questions to say, no, they don't apply to you, and it was pretty easy. So yeah, but this is where the part where it gets super awkward. Right, we're all guys. So I think I was a little behind because it took me a while to urinate, so I was behind. So I went to this room and everybody was shirtless and just in their underwears, having casual conversation. Like, oh man, what the heck? So I ended up taking my clothes off, just standing there. Yeah, it's just stood there. And then, yeah, this is where people get thrown off. The duck walk, it wasn't that bad. It was pretty easy. And yeah, okay. First, when we get there, we get an examination with our, check our ears. I think check your ears, check your heartbeat. That's the first test in that screening part. And then after that, that's when we performed the exercises. It was a lot of exercises. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was like 8 exercises. Like there was a lot with the hands, and all with the legs, and then the duck walk, of course. And then when you got thrust your leg, and when you got walk on your knees, and then you got stand on the walls and do push-ups. Not that bad, to be honest. I thought I wasn't gonna pass. It's like watching all those Meps experience, and everybody saying, "Oh, it was so bad. It was so miserable." Like for me, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. If I could do it, anybody could do it. Yeah. So. Yeah. So after that, after those physical exercises, that's when they perform another exam where you go in a room, close the doors, you pull your boxers down, they check your privates, check if you have a hernia, and check your prostate, and yeah, pretty usual, like a physical checkup at the doctor's, and yeah, so after that, it's like all your medical screening is done. You're basically done after that. Took like that wasn't even the longest part of my Meps experience. The longest part for me was the phases. It was so long. So after I finished my medical screening, I went back to the liaison, told him I finished, and then so I started to pick what job I want, and my rate is HM. So, just filling out paperwork and stuff. That's phase 1. You get you talk with the NC, naval counselor, and tell them about your you sign with what's that called again, the Red Cross stuff, and who your beneficiary is, if I said that right, my bad. Yeah. Then phase 2 is when you sign your contract, or not sign your contract, when you pick your rate and you confirm it with a liaison at the Meps office or the Navy office at Meps. And then after that, you go into the third phase where you actually swear in. Yeah, you swear in. Yeah, you know what, it's done already. You swear in, and then you sign off your contract with the officer that swore you in. Like that part felt so unreal. It was. I didn't get emotional, but like, it didn't feel real for me. Like damn, like this is finally it. Like I'm close to going already, but barely step one. Still gotta earn the title. But yeah, after that you sign your contract, and then you get your fingerprints taken, sent to the. They got what's called the people that are taking your fingerprints were so aggressive. They grabbed my hand, freaking placed it every finger. So aggressive for no reason. But yeah, I think I've covered pretty much of it. Once you get your Meps, once you get to Meps, it's just be prepared. It's pretty boring. The medical screening was not that bad. It was not that bad. The medical screening was not that bad. The only thing that took the longest was the phases. I think 4 hours. I waited 4 hours for the phases. I swear in. Did the medical screening, but it was all worth it. It's all worth it. I got my bag. It came with your I think Future Sailor shirt, something like that. Yeah, Future Sailor shirt. America's Navy in the back. And then you have your contract in the folder. It comes with a hat too. Yeah. So I ship out September 8th. That's 2 weeks from now, and I'm pretty excited. What's it called? Really study for general orders and your sailor's creed and the general chain of command. It's called. I already got my sailor's creed down. I'm just working general orders. And yeah, I think it should be pretty good. But try to be at your best shape as possible. I try to work out every day. I do cardio with my recruiter on the weekdays, every single day. But I think my running is pretty good. But it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. All right. So let's do a recap. So you get a Meps. You go back to your liaison, and then you go to the briefing of what's gonna happen at the medical screening. So it's gonna be a breathalyzer, blood pressure check, vision, hearing, urination, and then blood test, and your physical screening, and the 3 phases. And the 3rd phase, you finally swear in and sign your contract. So it was pretty much worth it for that long wait. I was there from like 6 a.m. and finished at 3. It was pretty long, but it was worth it. It's pretty funny too. I still can't get over that the boss had the most fobbish accent when he was cussing and stuff. I was dying. But yeah, I'm pretty excited leaving. I really want to leave soon. Yeah, I was working for a while. Quit my job like last week. Put my 2 week notice a couple weeks ago, and then I finished last week. And it's pretty boring. I like to be on the move. Yeah. So that's my Meps 2020 experience. It's not that bad. You can do it. You can do it. Thank you.